Welcome to my vlog. So today I am in Canggu. Yesterday I took a Grab car from Uluwatu, Ungasan area to Canggu. It took 3 hours, guys. The traffic was insane. And after I arrived in Canggu, I was gonna go to my guest house first, but I could not because I was supposed to have dinner with my friend Tencent at 6:30. I didn't have enough time to go back to the guest house basically, so I had to go straight to the dinner place. I chose the place called Tam Beach Waru. It was actually Tencent's first time there, but I've been there maybe like 2 or 3 times already, and I really like it. And I wanted to go there for the sunset, and we saw an amazing sunset actually. So the thing is, when the Grab car arrived, they couldn't even drop me all the way at the restaurant. So I had to went out of the car with my big suitcase, with my backpack that has like my camera, my laptop, everything super heavy, and then walk with all of that to the restaurant on the beach. So I was late for like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't remember exactly. And then we met and then we catch up. We talk about like YouTube. We talk about our plan, where we're gonna be this year and stuff like that. So it was good catching up. And today is my second day in Canggu in January, and I met up with a very nice couples. They live in Mallorca, but they're in Bali for 3 months, and they own like a travel agency, a marketing agency, and like we have like so many things in common. So we did a lot of talking. I think we were chatting for like 2 3 hours. They were very nice people. Like I love them so much, and I'm so grateful. Like this is what I love about Bali. By the way, like I think Bali, as we all agree, that Bali is the best place to meet like-minded people, and Bali has the best community. Bali attract the right type of people. There are so many young entrepreneurs in Bali in their 20, in their 30. I would say more like 20 to early 30 is like the most common demographic I've seen in Bali. Of course, there are older people. Younger, I would say they're probably here just for vacation. They're not staying here long term. But yeah, I would say from 20 to 35, that's probably like the most common demographic in Bali. Anyway, so we were discussing about like this digital nomad lifestyle and like where to live and stuff like that. Like for me, as the owner of a creative agency that focus on e-commerce client and luxury hotel resort, like luxury experience, yard, beach club and stuff like this, I think it makes more sense to me to have a base somewhere like in Dubai, to build client there, and it has to be at a place where people value the quality of content that I make. Because the problem with Bali or Thailand is that Thailand and Bali don't really need promotion. Bangkok is the most visited country in 2024. You can leave it here. Yeah, thank you so much. Um, so Bangkok doesn't really need promotion. Like Bangkok does its own marketing, and basically, people who visited Bangkok, they do marketing for Bangkok already. So I feel like Bangkok doesn't need that. Bali is the same way. Bali is a place that doesn't need marketing because people who come to Bali are mostly influencer. So they market Bali themselves. So this type of place isn't a really good place to be in for business, but it's a good place to be in to meet like-minded people. So I'm thinking to move to Dubai, at least for a period of time. Or could be like, somewhere in the south of Spain with the beach, like Marbella. My friend they're living in Mallorca, so I think Mallorca would be amazing as well. Although I'm not sure how I'm gonna do without speaking Spanish, so that's why I'm leaning more towards Dubai because in Dubai most people speak English. I wouldn't have to learn another language, and I feel like Dubai is very similar to the US in the sense where you could go there, network with people, and then ask people for business, for jobs. Versus places like Thailand and Bali, it's harder to do that because it's more about who you know. It's more systematic. Okay, this might be a little loud. I'm not so sure if I can continue talking. All right, I'm not so sure exactly what I was saying, but I'm here at one of my favorite ice cream place in Canggu called DOP. What does it stand for? Not so sure. I order a peanut butter ice cream on banana bread pudding. So very excited to try this. I'm not exactly eating healthy on this trip in Bali because I'm not sure how long I'm staying. I'm supposed to go back to Thailand on Tuesday. At least I have a ticket to go back to Thailand on Tuesday. But I also bought the type of ticket where I can change. So I'm very open to staying if I could find reason to stay. I'm gonna meet up with my friends while I'm here. And I'm also gonna meet up with a friend who is a travel content creator. She's flying in this evening actually. So we're gonna meet and then maybe I will extend my stay. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy my dessert. Guys, the ice cream here is the best. I know there's a more popular place in Canggu called Ettore Gelato. I haven't been there yet, but I can't imagine how it is going to be better than this. Okay, the banana bread is a little too sweet. The ice cream is not as sweet. I would have loved for the banana bread to be not as sweet because I don't like when things are too sweet. But it's still a very good dessert. So the price of this dish is 60K, like 60,000 rupiah. If you were to get a scoop of ice cream, it's 55,000 rupiah. So that's why I'm like, why not add a banana bread on top of it? So okay, so when you mix the ice cream and the banana bread together, it actually tastes better because the ice cream melt. The banana bread was a bit hard, so when it melt, it's softer and it tastes so good. Okay, by the way, guys, do you love my hair? I love it so much. Like I've been wanting this unicorn hair for a while now. Like last year in Thailand, I love to get French braid like this. But I've never added like hair color like this because in Thailand it's more expensive. In Thailand, it's around 800 baht, which is 23 US dollar. And in Bali, yesterday, I did this in Uluwatu, Ungasan area, and it cost $13. So $10 cheaper here in Bali. So I'm like, why not? Let me do it. It's so fun. I think this hair give me like a different type of character, and I don't know, it just make me feel so happy. So why not, right? For Sophia, right? Okay. So I'm back at a villa. So it's a guest house villa. It's actually a four-bedroom villa, and they rent out each room. I rent this place from Agoda, and it was pretty affordable. But I think they do rent out the whole place on Airbnb as well, because this place is not available like every single day. It's only available on some day. Otherwise, I would have booked this place a lot longer. Because this is what I want. Like I want to be in a villa sort of, and I don't mind sharing like rooms, other room with other people, just because I only use one room, and I'm in a master bedroom with the view of the pool, and I have the biggest room, so I'm pretty happy about this. This is the pool. I'm definitely not gonna go in the pool just because I have this hair, so I cannot go in the pool because the water would destroy everything. So, anyway, I just want to talk to you a bit about the pro and con, of living in Bali and why I'm not living here full time. So, right now, my base is in Thailand because my parent house is in Thailand and I haven't lived there for a long time. I left Thailand in 2009. I recently moved back to Thailand 2023, but even after I moved back, like I barely stay home. Like I usually stay home maximum like a month. Then I'm off somewhere traveling. Or I last year I lived in Samui for 6 months and I lived in Bali for 3 months. So I'm always here and there. I'm like a true digital nomad now and I'm loving it for sure. But I do want to have a base somewhere. And let's talk about why I don't think Bali is gonna be a base for me. So number one, construction noise. There's always a construction going on. I mean, even right now, I'm not sure if you could hear the construction, but Bali always have construction going on, and I'm not a fan of construction noise. When I work, I want somewhere peaceful to work from, and I don't want to be woken up with a construction noise. Number two, the internet speed. The internet speed in Bali is very slow, especially compared to Thailand and the US. So Just to give you an example, the internet speed in my room right now is about 20 megabit per second. The internet in my previous place in Ungasan was 2 megabit per second. Basically, it was non-existent. So I had to use like a phone internet. And even that, like with 4G, so there's not a lot of area, not all area in Bali has 5G. So the area in the south, which is Uluwatu area, Ungasan area, only had 4G. And 4G internet speed only go up to 10 megabit per second. You don't really get much more than that. And 5G in Canggu area is only up to 30 megabit per second. Also, the 4G in Bali is actually pretty expensive compared to Thailand, and we'll talk about that later. So the Wi-Fi speed in Thailand is much faster. The minimum, the slowest speed you would get is 100 megabit per second, and at home it usually around like 200 megabit per second, and which is that's like the internet speed that's my comfort level, basically, to have about like 100 to 200 megabit per second. Here in Bali, if you want to install the internet at home, and if it's like a business plan, for 200 megabits second, you have to pay about 4 million rupiah. I think my friend sent me like a brochure, but I forgot. But I also talked to a gym owner. He told me he had like Starlink internet and he paid 6 million Indonesian rupiah for that. I would leave the conversion here because I don't know off the top of my head, but it's very expensive. Um, Anyway, so the internet is the problem here. Also, 5G in Thailand is 200 megabit per second. So in Thailand, even if you go to a cafe and they don't have a Wi-Fi, you can just use your phone internet. And you can choose a plan that has like unlimited internet. So that way you don't pay so much for internet. So yeah, that's the second thing, internet. Third is traffic. Traffic in Canggu, Seminyak area is getting crazier and crazier to the point where it doesn't make sense anymore for you to travel around in a car. And if you're like me, I don't like to travel long distance in a bike because a bike is not really safe. I've seen so many accidents happen in Bali, and I've almost been in a bike accident in Bali like many times. So I don't feel comfortable taking like a motorbike more than 20 minutes. Plus the sun here is super strong that like it would damage your skin and it would make you look older. And not just that, if it rains, it doesn't make sense to take a bike because A, you're gonna be wet, B, it's super dangerous. In Thailand, on the other hand, you do have the option to rent a car, to take a taxi, like a normal car taxi. So then you have more option for transportation if you don't have a driver license or if you don't know how to drive. I personally would never ever drive a car or a bike in Bali. Um, Number four would be the water. So in Bali, you cannot use tap water to brush your teeth because you're going to get Bali belly because tap water is filtered, but they don't take out the bacteria and the particle. From what I've heard, they, that some people have tasted the water and there's like the small like particle from the body. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the waste from the body. Anyway, it's disgusting. Do not use tap water to brush your teeth in Bali. In Thailand, on the other hand, you can use tap water to brush your teeth in Bali and you wouldn't get sick. Unless you're from a place where it's super developed and you have never been exposed to any type of bacteria. But I don't really hear that many cases of people get sick from tap water, from brushing their teeth with tap water in Thailand. You cannot drink tap water in Thailand. Like, don't do that. But you can also not, you can't drink tap water here in Bali either. But yeah, brushing your teeth with tap water in Bali is a big no-no. And it's so inconvenient because it means that I need to always buy a bottle of water and have it like in my bathroom and to brush my teeth. Also, another thing is that because the water is not clean, whenever I wash my hair with like normal tap water in Bali, my hair becomes so much drier after like 2 weeks. And some people also have hair loss because of that. I don't know about you, but that's not worth it for me. Um, so be careful about that. Now, let's talk about the good thing about Bali and the part that Thailand falls short. Number one is the gym. The gym in Bali are the best. There's no other place that I could think of that you could go to the gym and it had classes, it had recovery area with sauna, steam room, cold plunge, ice bath, hot tub, and an area where people can socialize and hang out in a cafe. And there are so many gyms like this in Bali, but it's non-existent in Thailand, which is why I want to open one. So if you're an investor and you're interested in opening a gym, a wellness club in Thailand, please reach out to me. I know the best place to open like this type of gym, and I know exactly what a gym needs to include to attract foreigner expat digital nomad client, not local client, because local people in Thailand don't really work out. But also same with local people in Bali. When you go to the gym in Bali, everyone at the gym in Bali is an expat or digital nomad or tourist, basically. Anyway, my point is that the gym in Bali is the best in the world. I've gone to the gym in Italy, with Virgin Active. I paid like 160 euro a month there. It was nice, but it's not like that, no outdoor air. It doesn't feel very resorty. It's still like a gym in the city. I've been to Equinox in the US in many, many locations. And again, Equinox is super expensive. It's between 260 US dollar to 320 US dollar a month, depending on the type of membership you have. But you don't get an outdoor pool. There's no ice bath. Some of them had cold plunge, but not all of them. Some of Most of them has sauna and steam room, so that's nice. But there's no area for socializing. So if you go to the gym in the US, like at Equinox, you don't really make friends. That's why I love the gym in Bali. You could go there and make so many friends and also like hang out all day in the sun, which is very nice. Number two is the food. If you love Western food, it's gonna be a lot cheaper and I would say better in Bali as well because the restaurant in Bali that sell Western food are owned by Westerner. They know what Western people like, so they're much more delicious than the Western restaurant in Thailand. Unless you go to a fine dining restaurant in Thailand, then you get like Michelin star quality food in Thailand. But yeah, that's a different price point. Western food in Bali is pretty affordable compared to Thailand. So if you don't want to eat Thai food all the time, your food bill is gonna be pretty restaurant bill is gonna be pretty expensive. And another thing that I love, 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 love about Bali is the community. I would say this is the number one reason why I am in Bali. It, it's so easy to meet like-minded people. I would say the majority of people in Bali are entrepreneur, content creator, people who work remote, like these young people, and by young I mean from 20s to 30 something years old. And this is the majority of people that live in Bali. And yeah, I love meeting people in Bali so much. It's so easy to meet people in Bali. In Thailand, on the other hand, you have to be in a certain city to be able to meet people like this. Like you have to be in Bangkok, you have to be in Chiang Mai, you have to be in Koh Phangan, maybe Phuket as well. But any other place in Thailand, it's a little bit hard to meet a community like this and to meet like-minded people. That's why I love coming to Bali to like meet people. I met so many friends here in Bali that I end up meeting again in other places like in Thailand or like anywhere else basically. And I have met some people in Bali that I'm for sure going to meet in Dubai. Another thing I like in Bali is the variety of beach club. I'm the type of person who love beach club, but I don't drink. So I go to beach club to enjoy the food and also enjoy the ambient. In Thailand, there are not a lot of like nice beach club, and people really go to beach club to drink. It's not like a relaxation area for like hang out. So I do love the beach club in Bali. Like some of my favorite are Potato Head Beach Club, La Brisa. Well, I actually don't like La Brisa anymore because I had some issue with them last time I went there. Um, Sunday Beach Club in Uluwatu is also very nice. I forgot the name. I think Ulu Cliff House is also very nice. And what else? In Bali, in Canggu area, Como Beach Club is very, very nice, very upscale. So these are the type of place where you can just go and hang out. Also, Bali has so many night cafe and restaurant that you can just go there and chill. Because it's like a culture here to like take your laptop, go to a cafe and restaurant, and just stay there all day. But you also have to be careful. If you're like me, I cannot work from a cafe or a restaurant because I'm not productive. I prefer to work in my room because then I don't have other people to talk to. I'm such a social person that like if I go to a cafe or a restaurant to work, I would prefer to talk to other people because like there's so many interesting people here in Bali. But yeah, so that's about it. I could make another like more in-depth video, but this is like just the general idea I have. I am very sleepy. So I am gonna go upstairs to my room and I'm gonna take a nap because tonight I have a class at 1 a.m. Bali time because I'm taking a class at 6 p.m. Barcelona time with the owner of the agency called Blank Space. It's a master class, so I'm loving it so far, and I can't wait to take my agency to the next level with these classes and I mean this master class. So anyway, ciao ciao, see you. Mwah.